Hello, everybody. It's Isabel here. So, I was going through my bookshelf and I actually found my old yearbook from 8th grade. Now, I'm gonna say this now. Um, I'm going to try my best to recall that year because that year I tend to blur out because a lot of issues happen. A lot of people did sign my yearbook, which was nice. So pretty much, I remember our school photo that day. I had no idea that they were taking that. They got the entire school out on the front of the school. I remember the thing that I hated was after school, was because there was a little thing. There was like maybe a thing about bigger than this, obviously, but like I think like enough, barely enough for two cars to fit through. And some people would take the whole thing up when they turned in. So like it was ridiculous when um so I am gonna say this now. I am gonna be changing people's names just so. But we did have our own student lounge, which was really nice. Like so you walked in and then right as you walked in, I wanna say I'm trying to remember. I wanna say if you're facing I want to say, oh wait, if you're facing like, oh my gosh, hang on, hold up. Okay, it'd be this side. So sorry, that took me a hot minute to figure out. So I think it would be the office was that way, and then you would keep walking, and then you would get this big open room. That was our lunchroom, and then you had a classroom, which was the art room slash drama room. Then there was in the art room there was a room kind of right next to it with a big window that you could overlook. You had the history room that had a door that would lead into the art room, and we would go through the one room. We'd go to the history room to go to the art room because there was a door in between. And then when you would go to walk down to where I call it the IEP room was, there was the principal's office on this side too. I know, wouldn't it be on this side? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this side or that side. But yeah, and then right as you came in, and then if you went towards the back of the lunchroom, there was a door that led into the student lounge, and then you had the IEP room. Then you right next to the IEP room, you had the science room. Right next to the science room, you had the math room, and then right across from the math room, you had history. No, English, and the math room also apparently was this English room. Now, for all of you guys, I'm doing this based off of memory and a yearbook. I'm doing this literally based off of yearbook and memory. Um, yeah. So, I reckon. So, one thing I really didn't like was we were forced to take art in PE. It's pretty much like if you had somebody in class you absolutely did not like basically the entire basically how the school ran was we would do morning announcements and then you'd go to your first class, which everybody in like your grades, like 8th grade I was in, every 8th grader was packed in a room and we all had the same schedule. So unlike other high middle schools, you're allowed to pick and choose your schedule. We couldn't. Um I remember our first one was history, and then depending on what day it was. I think Tuesdays and Thursdays we had PE, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday we had art. I didn't like either. I didn't like either. I really don't like art, and I cried in art several times because I'm not a good artist. I have never been a good artist. And when I had to take art to cover a dance credit because our dance teacher left at the school I'm at now, I didn't cry, but I felt pressured to be perfect, and that freaked me out. I will say that the math teacher, I don't know about other people. She was really nice to me. I never met the Spanish teacher. And I remember there was a park we literally had to walk to the park and walk back. Hmm. All right, let's see. Hey, I found my friend. So I did have a few friends. I want to say at least one friend that was in fourth grade, I want to say, but she was really nice to me. I did have some bullies that in my grade too. Hey, I found my friend. Hey, I found two of my friends. I had a few friends in my grade. There was a couple girls that were mean to me. So I'm gonna try to show you guys what I looked like in eighth grade. I had a bob cut. Now I'm covering up faces of people just so that way people aren't like, hey, why was I in the video? You know. And I also don't want people to and I also don't want people to hear your face. And I also don't want to be like people to be like, why was I in your video and everything. Anyway. Why don't I just take a picture? I make stuff complicated because I'm like, why don't I just take a picture and then I can show them on my phone what I looked like? And then I did have a friend that switched over with me. Well, she didn't switch because of me, but me and another girl, we're gonna call her Elena. I said I was gonna be switching names up just because I don't, you know. So anyway, we're gonna call her Elena. Um, pretty much um switched over, and she was nice to me. She originally I hung out with her and her group and then until I found my own cuz I'm still not a social butterfly. I do not like meeting new people. I don't like being forced to meet new people. So so there was another girl who I'm gonna cry. But so before I met my friend Bella, this isn't Bella that appears on my channel, but there's another girl that oh my god, she like her name's also Isabella, and I mean her friends called her Bella for short, but she was really sweet. Like she really knew how to like make you smile when you needed it. Like she was easily able to tell when you needed to smile. Like, and I did have older girls that I kind of did look up to a lot because it was hard, but please don't laugh. Okay, good. You guys can laugh. That was me in eighth grade. Oh god. Yep. I had a bob cut. I had a bob cut. No, but I haven't looked in this in like 8 years. Like, I haven't looked at this in years. I don't know if it's exactly 8. It's probably not because I've only been in high school like about 4 years. Um, I love how this actually got put in the yearbook. Um, I got mad at a computer, and I can't believe this actually got put in the yearbook. This actually got put in the yearbook, which is really funny. So, I got mad at a computer because at the time I really wanted to use my own computer, but I want to say that my math teacher, because this might be the math room or I might be completely wrong. No, I think that might be the history. So, in one of my classes, we were using computers, and I got upset at it because it wasn't, at first, it wouldn't turn on, and then it wouldn't, uh, and then it wouldn't, uh, uh, um, let me log in, so it got really annoying. So it got really annoying, and then I felt, oh, the dance that made me never want to go to a dance again. So if you actually look in the yearbook, I'm not in a lot of the dances pictures just because after I think it was the first dance, I stopped going because my friend, me and two other of my friends, we're gonna call one Savannah and the other one Adia. Um, they put their bags in the bathroom and they're like, "Oh, your stuff will be fine." So I changed into my dress. We were all having a good time, and I noticed there were a pair of shorts on the toilet, and I was like, and at first I didn't think they were mine, and there was a shirt literally in the toilet. At first I didn't think they were mine, and then until I looked in my bag looking for my phone, thank God my phone wasn't. It dropped out of my bag, so I was like, "What?" And then I cried, and I was like, I cried, and I wanted to punch somebody. Didn't, but it made me really upset. And for the record, the school did shit about it. Just for the record, they did shit about it. Like, and I'm like, I can guarantee you, I didn't even know this was going on. But anyway, it got mad. Uh, dude, I should have gotten this stressed out because I stressed out a lot that year. I got so stressed out that year. And then, yeah. Um, and then I did have a couple problems with the school girl with so basically there was a girl who had I believe 3 daughters that went to the school, and I always had problems with them. I always had problems with them. It was either I had problems with one of the girls dumping milk on me. That was fun. I had a problem, either they dumped milk on me, they either shoved a tray in my face, or they literally tried dumping me into a trash can. But the moment I would tell their mother who worked at the school, she'd be like, "Oh, I'll talk to them when we get home." Nothing happened. So, yeah, that was a fun day. But like that was a fun year. No, but there were some few good things that came out of that year. Like I'm glad I survived. Now, if you all are wondering, the school that I went to for 8th grade closed down. At the time, I had mixed emotions. One part of me was really happy because I'm like, that means I can finally go to like, at the time, my cousin was going to the school she recently graduated. She was like, I was like, finally I get to go to the school, I get to go see everything. I had actually a friend that attended there, and I was like, I'm gonna get to go see her. Like, I was so excited, but I was also sad because I'm like, well, I'm gonna be leaving this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. Like, I was gonna be leaving a bunch of friends that I made and a bunch of teachers. Like, I befriended teachers. Like, I befriended teachers and I would always talk to them. I loved just everything. It was just so incredible. So I was really conflicted. Now, looking back at that year, my dog's in here. Anyway, but looking back at that year, it brings a lot of tears to my eyes. Like, it makes me want to cry because I had just so many bad experiences. And then when we were doing an end of the year game, I got caught so many times. And then I got yelled at so much that day where I literally broke down crying and I screamed, I quit, and I literally said, I hope you all die to my team because they were all being mean. And then my friends who were on the other team, who were on a different team than me, asked me if I was okay. They asked me if I was doing okay. I said I wasn't. I said I really just wanted to go home. And like all I wanted to do was go home. And then my principal said, even though you said you quit, you're still on the team. And my teacher, who was repping our team, was like, even though you quit, you're still on the team. And I remember punching a tree so hard. That day because I was just getting so much hate. Like, people literally were telling me that I was nothing, that I shouldn't even be playing. I remember I almost had an asthma attack that day just because of how much we were running. And so then we get back to school and they have the winning team. They are tallying up everything. I believe, I know my team got first. We were first place. So my team, we were divided up into four teams. I know two of them by heart, red and black, and I can't remember the other two. I think they were blue and white, but I don't think it was white. I think it was like blue or something. Anyway, I think it was like, I know that too. I think it was like blue and white or something. I don't know. Don't know. but my team ended up winning. We were 10 points above the black team because so basically they divided the whole school into teams and we had to wear a shirt according to what team. I was red, so I had to wear a red shirt. And our team won, and we were allowed to pick our thing first. They did give us lunch, thank God. That was a good thing. And yeah, so you guys, I'm gonna probably end this video here. If you guys want a part 2 to see if I can find, I'll see if I can dig one up from when I was in elementary school. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. And please remember to stay your awesome, badass selves. Bye guys.